Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube page, where I'll preview every game here in Week 15 of the NFL. So be sure to subscribe to my page here on YouTube. You can also catch me on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. That's at SNewsAnalysis. The San Francisco 49ers travel across the country to take on the New England Patriots on Sunday Night Football. Both teams come in as division leaders. 49ers at 9-3-1, a game and a half up on the Seahawks in the NFC West, and the New England Patriots already clinched the division with a record of 10-3 and are now looking to improve their playoff seeding and lock up one of those two byes in the AFC playoffs. As far as the 49ers go, the 49ers are coming off of a win last week versus the Dolphins. I think it was a win that we all expected the San Francisco to get. You had a young quarterback and a young team going to San Francisco against that high-powered defense. So I don't think the end result was a surprise. As a whole, San Francisco's defense is where it needs to be. I mean, they've been great all season. They're averaging around 90 yards per game on the ground. They're a stout team against the run. They have those the pass rushers that they need to get to the quarterback, whether it be an Aldon Smith, whether it be a Justin Smith. If you've watched this defense play, their front seven is absolutely incredible. They have four good linebackers. There's some teams that don't have one good linebacker. And the 49ers with Smith, Bowman, Willis, and Brooks have four good linebackers, a very good defense here. And I think while I don't think there's any team that can totally stop Tom Brady in this offense, I think they match up pretty well with them. And I don't think you'll see another 45, 50-point game here by the Patriots. Where I'm a little bit concerned with the 49ers is at the quarterback position. And if you subscribe to me and you listen to me, you know maybe about 4 weeks ago now, when this decision was first made to start Colin Kaepernick, I didn't agree with it. And I think you're seeing Kaepernick have some success. I think you saw him struggle in the game against St. Louis. I think last week's game, that 60-yard touchdown run he had kind of masked the fact that he didn't really play super well up to that point. But, I can't just totally make believe like a 60-yard touchdown run didn't happen, right? So I'm not trying to undervalue that. I'm just saying in this particular situation, traveling to New England, primetime game. I know he played well in the primetime game versus the Bears, but traveling to Foxborough on a Sunday night against a Bill Belichick opportunistic defense, I think is going to be a real big challenge for Kaepernick. I'm not saying he can't have some success, but I think it might be a little bit too much to expect him to just walk into Foxborough and take care of them in this game. So in saying that, I think a lot of the 49ers' success or failure is going to hinge on how productive Frank Gore in the running game could be. Whether it's Frank Gore, whether it's Kendall Hunter getting its space on these Patriots linebackers. If there's one thing the Patriot linebackers don't do super well, it's cover in the open field. So maybe try to do what the Patriots do to other teams. Okay, the Patriots' whole offense is predicated on them getting Welker, Gronkowski when he's healthy, Hernandez, and Woodhead on these one-on-one matchups with linebackers. So maybe 49ers should throw it back at them and get Kendall Hunter in space, get Kendall Hunter on these one-on-ones with linebackers, and maybe that can be a successful weapon for them. So it'll be interesting to see how the San Francisco offense handles this game as opposed to the defense, because we look for San Francisco's offense to minimum have to score 24 points, bare minimum, to win this game. Can they do that? I'm not really sure. The Patriots obviously come into this game on an absolute roll. You're going to hear all the stats now about them at home in December, them in December in general. Tom Brady playing against the team he grew up idolizing. You're going to hear all that this week, and all the praise the Patriots get this week is totally justified. You're seeing them clicking on all cylinders, getting the matchups they want, running the ball good enough. I actually think they could be a really good running team, but you'll never see them commit to it in the way where they'll be a ground and pound team. But they do it enough to where the defense at least has to worry about it a little bit. And I think that's the big difference in the Patriots offense this season, is in years past, number one, they couldn't run the ball, and number two, they would abandon it right away. and make themselves one-dimensional. And I think throughout December and most notably into the playoffs, that's going to help them. I think as you sort of forecast down the line for the Patriots into the playoffs, the two biggest things for them are going to be three things. A, that they have some semblance of a running game to set up the pass. B, and I think most importantly, they get something from their outside receivers. Okay? And I think I'm mainly talking about Brandon Lloyd. So that the teams cannot focus on the middle of the field. That when teams get pressure up the middle on Tom Brady, he can make them pay deep. With passes to guys like Lloyd, and they just re-signed Deion Branch. But getting some more from those outside receivers come playoff time. And third, their defense just needs to not be horrific. Be opportunistic, keep them in the game, don't blow the game, which they've been doing a good job of this season, to be fair. But in this particular game, I like New England's defense. New England's defense is pretty stout, pretty good against the run. So I think Gore will get his yards, but he won't have a field day. I think they'll be able to do what they need to do against Colin Kaepernick and this San Francisco offense. I think you'll see something where maybe San Francisco moves the ball well in between the 30s or in between the 20s, but that Kaepernick has a lot of trouble with the looks that Belichick's going to give him in the red zone. I think you'll see that this week. New England's a 5.5-point favorite at home here. I'll take New England minus the 5.5 on a Sunday night football game at home. I look for this to be maybe like a 10-point game, like a 31-21 type game, 24-14 type game. So again, I like New England at home minus the 5.5 versus San Francisco, and then that puts San Francisco in a dogfight now for the division crown with the Seahawks. But we'll get to that at a later date. Be sure to catch my other previews here, and always catch me on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. Thanks, guys.